Man, I've been doing my research on the situation with Dr. Umar and his daughter, trying to get the answers, trying to figure things out. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've come to this conclusion after just evaluating this situation. And with everything that Dr. Umar Johnson speaks about in regards to the young black women and men, the kids, the attention they need in regards to mental health, all those things in regards to every single thing that he speaks about. After seeing this young lady in several different settings, trying to figure out what's going on, what does she actually want, I've come to the conclusion that no child needs Dr. Umar more than his daughter. No child needs Dr. Umar Johnson more than his daughter. No child needs Dr. Umar Johnson more than his own daughter. Y'all see what I did there? Yeah. But bruh, this rabbit hole was crazy. To keep it real, Dr. Umar's daughter is unfortunately emotionally scarred. She's very conflicted. Very. The story she painted originally contradicts the story that she told in a long form conversation. Dr. Umar, based on what I'm seeing, he was indeed in her life, and for more than just a short period of time. So he did not just exit after she was born. She somewhat said that her mother and father co-parented until like 10 years old, and her mother said at times Umar wouldn't even give her back to her mother, so the mother would have to call the police officers to make sure that she can get custody of her daughter back. So there were times that things were contentious when they split times, and Umar didn't want to give his daughter back to the mother. She also described him as a very strict man, a very strict parent, smart, wise, but strict. So it seems like once again he was in her life, but something went wrong. She alluded to there being joint custody, and one day he just didn't show up to pick her up. So eventually the mom went and got full custody, and then he only had visitation rights and didn't care about the visitation rights. Something went wrong, and Umar just backed away. But also she addresses meeting up with him, because you guys heard what he said in the last video that he wants to meet with the mom and the daughter. She addresses that. He also texts her. She goes over that, the text messages. Watch this clip.
Y'all, this is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you. You had all this time, you had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream and talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. Why the what do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold black men accountable. Hold them accountable.
Wild energy, bro. Because baby girl, we're holding him accountable. Folks on his ass, but I still hope that you have that conversation. Now, you heard what she said right there. But in the very next second, she's saying that she wants to ask him questions. I'm going to show y'all that. But she's saying there are two sides to a story. So I sadly believe that this young lady needs help in many ways. And this conversation that she had with this rapper from Philly, I believe she's very known. You know, they're all from Philly. Umar, this young lady, her mom, and this rapper named Rocky. So Rocky is a mother. She has her own daughter. But she also has a similar situation to Anissa, that's Dr. Umar's daughter. She has a similar situation with her father. So to draw information out of Anissa, she will present her struggles with her dad, and that will make Anissa actually calm down and open up and share these stories that I just told you, as far as when she actually did split time between her dad and her mom. When she did say that he was strict. When she did speak on the moment that, oh, I threw up at his house and he got mad at me for throwing up on the carpet. But she also speaks on 4 times that she did go and see her dad. I guess that may have been after the joint custody ended. All I know is the original story that she was painting, it doesn't make sense because things do contradict themselves. So shout out to this young lady for getting some answers in a very smart way. Miss Rocky, appreciate you. Appreciate you, because she gives us a lot of insight, because it was necessary, because this girl was having a wild conversation with Dr. Umar's op, Tommy Sotomayor. Like, but hey man, peep this conversation. I'm gonna bring y'all the highlights between this so you guys get more insight, and then you will see for yourself. All right.
Hola,
Hey,
mamita.
Rocky!
Hold on, let me turn that light on. So why the man Tommy bald head ass on here keep arguing with the girl?
Rocky, he's a child.
So listen, I feel sympathy too because see, I have a dad that's very popular, but never was in my life, and I know that a lot of stuff be coming from anger and heartbreak. So we lash out in a different type of way. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But for everybody to be on here trying to go against you, family, everybody, like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand it.
Ridiculous.
What's your whole thing? What's up? What you trying to get out?
So I found my sister that's on my dad's side. I tried reaching out to Dr. Umar. He ignored me. Once he seen that I outed him, he sent me a message saying, "Oh, I want to take you and your mom out to dinner." He was domestic with my mom, so I really don't want to involve my mom in that. But my thing is, why do you want to try to talk to me now? It's because I outed you. You should have been tried to reach out to me, and I ignored.
But
I mean, you ignored me.
is that what you wanted for him to talk to you though?
At
Like,
least
do
a
you said you wanted to have?
At least a conversation, Rocky. The man ignored me.
So why did you decline the dinner?
I ain't
You're not ready to.
I ain't declined. It's pending.
I think you should take the dinner and talk to your dad face to face. I heard that him and Tommy was beefing, so no matter how mad you is at your dad, that's still your dad. Tommy is a bald head ass op. He act like, he thorough and he doing all this good shit, but he's calling you bitches and stuff. It's crazy to me.
Crazy.
It's like he lashing out because you ain't talking to him. He want the story bad as shit. So I just feel like I would just take the dinner with my dad. I would leave it here. There's no need to really you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, so you have a similar experience?
Yeah, my dad is very popular too, and he wasn't never in my life. And it'd be hard for me. Some days we cool, some days we not. But
Wow.
you know what I'm saying?
And I just think the only reason why it's getting this much traction is because of who he is. He's Dr. Umar. But that's another thing. Like,
well, you knew that it was going to react this way. You was going to have a million negative comments and a million positive. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't dwell on nothing negative because that's not your whole intake. You know what I'm saying? You're not on here for the negative. You hurt, this your trauma response, you yelling and screaming or whatever, but I would just ignore them. A lot of these people you don't even know. So it's like pointless to even be arguing back and forth with them.
Exactly.
You know
And then
what I'm saying?
How you preach one thing, but you do something completely different. If y'all know Dr. Umar, y'all know how he preach about black women and black men need to be together. He reps the black community so much, but you have 2 daughters and you're not in their life. So
you definitely deserve a conversation. I don't feel like it's not your fault or your mom's fault. Can't nobody make a man do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A man gonna take care of their kids, especially somebody who advocate the way that he do. I feel as though no matter what, being as though you here, if he didn't want you or if he did, whatever the case may be, you still here, you still his child, he still have a responsibility to you.
Rocky, do you feel like I was wrong for taking it to the net, and do you feel like I bashed him?
I feel like if this is the way you decided to tell your truth, I mean, I can't really fault you. You can't tell nobody how to respond to nothing. I feel like you did what you did. Just stand on it. Don't be upset at people coming at you. Whatever you can do, what the fuck you want to do, but just stand on what you do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
you should have seen his response. It was very immature. He called me a struggling streamer. He blocked me
your
on
dad?
Instagram. Yes, he blocked me on Instagram.
My God.
Yo, I look like I've been crying. I promise I have not been crying. But it's just like, this is crazy. You're supposed to be my dad. You're supposed to be my dad. I'm 22 years old now. 22 years old.
So he's saying you're a struggling streamer because that you reached out to him and, well, you reached out how you reached out to him, right?
Yup.
So it just seems like everybody in this conversation, everybody who involved, all their responses is negativity. But that could be just like embarrassment. He probably feel like you can handle him better, but he could have handled you better. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Rocky.
But I feel like y'all definitely need to have a conversation. I don't know how far y'all gonna get now, being as though this happened, but if not my
So do you think
girl.
if Jason Lee, if the Shade Room, if Hollywood Unlocked, On Site, Neighborhood Watch, if any of them were to propose, Anissa, we want to do an interview, what do you think I should do?
Now, you want to do an interview with your father involved, or you just want to do an interview with them to get your side out?
Either one is okay.
And basically, what side is you trying to get out? If you want to talk to your father, and he say he don't want to talk, what side are you trying to tell? That he wasn't there for you, or
Yeah, and then I feel like
how it affected you growing up without a dad?
that part. And I feel like if I do an interview and he's there, he's gonna try to manipulate the situation. He be on Breakfast Club. They're gonna be asking him about this the next time he do an interview. I already know. I'm not a okay. Here we go.
So listen, don't listen to the people that's calling you a clout chaser. You gonna get there. It's about to be 1,000 fake pages. They be on Beyonce page calling her ugly, stupid, all that. You shouldn't even pay that no mind. These people who telling you that you clout chasing don't know you.
Yeah, this girl life of AK, she DM'd me on TikTok before and I blocked her and I asked her for a number, Rocky. I don't do social media.
Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
People talk about me every day.
Every day.
So what? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, I don't know, if you want to get your story out, I feel like you don't really need to do interviews to get your story out. You already got enough attention. But if you want to, you basically do what you want, just stand what you do. If you're trying to get closer to your dad, I don't think having interviews with all these blogs that, that talk about your business, you get what I'm saying, gonna help. And if you're trying to get closer to your dad, I feel like y'all should keep it a little private after this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's like, it's just
I understand you hurt. Like I said, I was hurt. I went through a lot of shit growing up. My mom was on drugs. My dad wasn't. He was out here. I watched my dad take care of a lot of people and a lot of things that don't have nothing to do with him and leave me hanging. I don't understand it. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
I know that my dad said some shit like, my mom told him that I wasn't his. But here it is, I'm grown. My dad came in my life. We never had a blood test or nothing. So what makes me yours now and not yours then? So that's what I don't respect.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But a lot of men, especially a lot of grown ass men, black men who run away from their responsibilities, don't really like to have adult conversations because when it all comes down to it, they're gonna be wrong. And a lot of people don't like to be wrong.
Right. And it's so hard to believe.
So they use like the way that you reacting, like that. Like if I could go yell and scream at my dad, I could be right, and he'd say, "Yeah, you right," but it's the way you saying it, so I don't want to talk. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta come to motherfuckers and talk their language, how they talk. I would have wanted Dr. Umar said, "Brother, Black King, I just want to know one thing." You get what I'm saying? I just want to know one thing. Why you not in the black woman life that you created, but you and everybody else life advocating for everybody else? So I feel like he know what you're saying is completely correct, but I feel like he's trying to decline it because of the way you doing it.
Right. And then it's so hard to believe that it's genuine because he only reached back out to me because I outed him. So it's like now it's not even genuine no more. You just doing it because it's on the internet.
I think he mad. Yeah, if you would have outed, it's how you outed him, and he knows it's going to reach and it's going to be talked about. So he feel like you put him in the hot seat, and you supposed to be his daughter. But as a father, you supposed to be there for your kid.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like he not right at all.
Exactly.
And he might feel like you not right either on how you moving. But it is what it is. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's not your fault or your mom's fault that your dad wasn't there. I don't give a fuck if he met her and only slept with her one time and created you. You still, if you believe in God, I believe in the law. Anybody who believe in the God, everything meant to happen. Everything happened for a reason. So you still have to take care of your responsibility.
Exactly. You just nip that in the bud.
Yeah, so if you feel like talking to other people and going on these different outlets is your therapy, then so be it, do you. If you feel like, talking to your father help, then so be it, do that. But do he have like parents that you speak to, or like a mom that you know, or anybody from his side of the family that you could talk to that could try to bridge the gap for the both of you?
So unfortunately, I just found out that his mom is deceased. I did meet his mom. His dad is Umar Johnson. I met him before. I did message his dad on Facebook. I didn't get a response. So, yeah.
So his mom not trying to have a conversation with you?
His mom is deceased.
So do he have a wife?
Not that I know of. I really feel like our sister can bridge us together.
Okay, so his sister, he's in your sister's life.
I'm not sure.
So how do you think she could bridge y'all?
Only because we're both his daughters, so I don't know.
But if he ain't been came around, he doesn't take care of her as well.
Right.
So it's not just you.
Right. So maybe his dad could be the bridge
Yeah,
for
you
the
maybe you
both
could.
of
Is he
us.
close with his father?
Wait, what you say, Rocky?
Is he close with his dad?
My mom told me him and his dad had a difficult relationship growing up.
So see, maybe that's another thing. A lot of men are not making excuses, but for instance, my father, I feel like he wasn't in my life because his father wasn't there for him. So some men don't know how to be dads, or some men just feel like I ain't have a dad. They'll survive, which is harsh, but
Exactly.
sometimes it get like that. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I just feel like everybody should just take therapy in the situation if everybody is willing to. If not, you got to also deal with the fact that maybe he just ain't gonna come around and he just not gonna be there, and life goes
Yep.
on. Oh well.
And that's the sad reality.
So if you have to deal with that reality, how would it affect you moving forward, or would it affect you at all?
I do believe it has affected me. I think I should start going to therapy. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
So what affected you the most about? I feel like what affected me the most about my dad not being here in my life is me getting taken advantage as a child from other men. Um, I just always wanted the dad, so I dated older guys. I guess picking the wrong type of men. You get what I'm saying? What do you think like your biggest, blemish was not having your father? Like what did you feel like that you missed so much of having a father? Just him showing up, a daddy and daughter relationship? Because you did say that you have a father that's not biologically your father, but he in your life. So what made you
Yeah.
want more than that?
I really just wanted the relationship, and I do feel like me not having my dad in my life kind of diminished my self-worth in a way. Kind of made me feel like I wasn't enough, because if my dad don't want me, then you know what I'm saying?
So it's a sense of feeling like unwanted.
Abandonment, rejection,
Okay.
denial.
So abandonment is your issue.
Yep.
So you need to know why he abandoned you. Yeah, well, that's only something he can answer.
Exactly. Exactly.
So if you never get that answer, then what?
I'm gonna just have to move on, Rocky. I'm gonna just have to move on. He's
Yeah.
already giving me signs he don't want nothing to do with me, because he's been ignoring me, and instead of texting me, he made a public response on Instagram. Mind you, he got over 1 million followers. You could have texted me, then you blocked me on Instagram, and then called me a struggling streamer. So yeah.
So he said you're a struggling streamer.
Yes.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's so fucking Philadelphia. Hey, yo,
A
Philly niggas
struggling
crazy.
streamer. And then he got on live, and it was just the way he approached it, the way he was talking. Like, I'm your daughter. Then in the caption of the post, he put, "Someone come get this little girl. I am your daughter."
I ain't see that.
His name is Dr. Umar Johnson, y'all, but I'm blocked. But if y'all want to watch,
He probably only went public. He probably only went public because you went on the internet. And it's like he probably feel like he got a big. Even is this so crazy? But like blood, no matter what, they always feel like you should protect them, and no matter what they do to you. You get what I'm saying? So he probably feel like, as his daughter, you saying you my daughter, but you ain't protecting me by going live. I mean, by going on your page and calling me out on the internet. So he probably felt like, that is some type of streaming type of shit. I'm your father, you could have talked to me in a different way. Like, maybe I ain't respond to you now. Who says I was ignoring you? I could have responded to you tomorrow type of shit. Did you wait a couple days
I
before
did.
the list?
Yeah.
And did you try to reach out to him one more time before you went public?
Yeah. And then somebody,
Yeah.
Rocky, a lot of people were saying, he's a public figure, so he does different events. Somebody was like, pop up on him. No. First of all, that's going to trigger him. He's going to be caught off guard, and it's going to be extremely uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable.
You went public. Maybe that wasn't a bad idea to pop up on him at a public event and watch him. If he lashed out, that'll show his true colors in front of people. It's like the same type of difference.
Yeah, I'm not.
Are you afraid to like approach him without his knowledge? Like, you want him to be aware? Or are you afraid to just pop up on him because you don't know how he gonna respond?
And I'm definitely uncomfortable to call him. I've just been sending him text messages, no call, no calling. No, like I haven't talked to this man in years. It's just it feels uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable situation.
All right, so somebody saying he said, "Ex your mom." What happened? Why he saying that? My dad called him. Just Connie. Why
Somebody,
he saying "ex your mom"? Did your mom ever tell you anything, or did she say she don't know at all?
so my mom did tell me he was domestic and that he paid child support and he was supposed to come pick me up one day because it was co-parenting and he never did. So then my mom got full custody and he only got, I guess, visitation rights.
He didn't want his visitation rights.
Nope. He stopped seeing me and I was a little girl. I was like, I had to be like 10. It's been over a decade now.
Did your mom tell you why, like, the things that we used to escalate for him to snap out and put his hands on her?
Yes. He's a crazy man. He need to be in jail.
So what would be the reason why he was hitting her?
My mom said he was very controlling. When my dad had me while they were...
He was controlling or he was controlling?
He was controlling. And my dad said that when they were co-parenting and my dad had me and it was time to give me back to my mom, he would not give me to my mom, so my mom had to call the cops. And my mom said, she said that when she dropped, I guess before she dropped me off or after she picked me up from him, like my teeth was like in the different, they was like moved, like he did something with my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
He was just, yeah. And he was very strict. I do remember a couple of encounters with him. I think it was just better for him to not be around. He was very strict. And I mean, he's a very smart, intelligent man. So, yeah. But he was very strict. I do remember the encounters I had.
Well, he probably felt like he was out of control of the situation. They said in the comments he fought for custody. He probably went and maybe he felt like, fuck it. She took my daughter away from me.
And he
probably felt like your mom took you away.
He always tried to claim that my mom was trying to keep me away from him, when in reality, he just did not want to take the responsibility. Just take accountability. And I remember one time I was with my dad and I was sick. I threw up on the carpet and he was mad at me. I will never forget it. He was mad at me. He's like, why you throw up on the carpet? And I'm like, I'm sick. Like, what you want me to do? So I don't want nothing to do with that, man. I just wanted a conversation. And I found my sister, so shoot.
That's how I'm about to say. So if you don't want nothing to do with him, what you want to have a conversation about?
I want to ask him questions. Why wasn't you in my life? What is your side of the story? Every story has two sides. So what's your side of the story?
And then after that, whatever he tell you, no matter what he say, if you like it or not, you cool with just getting his side. And then from there, you don't care if y'all talk again, or do you want to build a relationship with your father?
I really can't say right now. I would have to answer that, I guess, once we have a conversation. Because sometimes feelings change. And I think right now I'm moving out of emotion because I'm hurt. So once we do have a conversation, that may change. I may actually want a relationship with him. I won't really know until I actually talk to him.
Well,
if y'all think
it's funny how he talking to your dad, Connie, but can't talk to his daughter. So I don't know. Maybe you should try to call him one more time or whatever, and y'all can get over your differences. Y'all both hurt each other. Y'all both need to talk to each other.
Hey, Sade. Yes, I did attend DCS. Hey, girl, follow me back. But yeah, it's just very sad. It's very, very sad that I had to do all of this to get in contact with a grown man. This man is 50 years old, I believe.
Well, I'll try to call him again. If not, then just let shit die down for a while. And, anybody who talks to your father and he couldn't talk to you is like, that's belligerent.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to talk to your dad.
Yeah, if he even wants to talk to me.
And if
I'm not mad at him.
Don't, then you need to count your losses and pray about it and keep moving forward.
Exactly. I'm not mad at him. I don't have no bad blood. We all make mistakes. But my thing is, why not?
Connie, regardless of what you're saying that her father said, I said talk to her. He said she's already poisoned from her mom. I said you can't say that. So fuck him, like.
Exactly.
You a grown woman. You old enough to talk to your father on your own.
Do you know who? You know Dr. Umar?
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with who he is. I see that he advocates a lot for black women and biracial relationships and marriages. He be against. He talks a good game. I don't know. I don't know him personally, so I don't want to say nothing bad. But what I can speak on is a child that always wanted and needed a father, that he wasn't there, and him not being in your life, regardless of what he's saying is the reason. I don't agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from that point of view, just about talking to you and what I see and what I know. No matter, even if I talk to him and no matter what he say, nothing is going to subside to you not being present in your child life. I don't give a fuck what nobody saying.
Yeah, somebody said he said on his live, you and your mom meet up with him next Thursday for dinner. So yes, I heard him say that. I would like to go see him.
He can't say that she gonna go with everything her mom said if he ain't talk to this girl, honey. That's
Yeah,
bullshit. It don't matter what her mom said, or even if she goes with what her mom said, she still has the right to know why he did what he did. I don't give a fuck if she agree with everything her mom said or everything her mom did. Her mom ain't run away and leave her in the hospital.
like he did. But I do have a couple of questions to ask him, and my mom kept saying, "Why do he keep mentioning me? Why you keep mentioning my mom? I'm your daughter. I'm your daughter." So
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what no grown ass man said that could get on here and butt in other people's conversations and speak for other women, but sitting up here saying, "Oh my, I can't get my daughter to understand where I'm coming from," but you could get all these other people to understand where you coming from about strangers and other relationships that you ain't got shit to do, but somebody that you created, you can't speak up and try to beat it in her head. The reason why or make it right is nothing in this world and nothing in this whole wide world that's going to make an excuse for a male not being a male and standing up and taking care of his responsibilities. And any religion that we in, we supposed to honor our kids and honor our children.
mm-hmm. Yep. But I definitely I would love to see him. I don't know where he lives, but I'm gonna
And
ask my
then
mom about it
not
because
only that, what about his other child that he's not present in her life? He gonna say the same thing for her and her mother? It doesn't make sense, and it still ain't right. And look how he was cussing you out for advocating a father being there for his dad, but he could sit up here and advocate for marriages that's biracial and why a black man should be with a black woman and all this. Why shouldn't a black man be with their black kids?
right. Mm-hmm. I would definitely.
I don't understand, honestly.
Yep, I would definitely love to see him and see what he got to say. I haven't seen him in years, y'all. I'm probably going to be extremely nervous. And then he's
Regardless
a
of what,
public.
if my kid outed me on social media, I will be hurt in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But I will still see my child as a child. People in here disrespecting my child, calling her bitches and another grown
Exactly.
ass man. You can advocate for a biracial relationship. Why can't you advocate, hey, listen, all right, I don't give a fuck what me and my daughter go through. Don't call my daughter out her name, XYZ. So
Exactly.
you so upset that you letting somebody disrespect your child that's a creation of you. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of motherfuckers be hot in the blind eye. I watch motherfuckers go all day putting up these deadbeats so he don't take care of his child. You get what I'm saying? Then when somebody come out and saying I'm a child that don't get taken care of, they so wrong. But motherfuckers will be sending in their baby dad who's deadbeats and all types of shit. It'd be a million people advocating for a
Yes,
deadbeat.
mom.
Fuck this deadbeat nigga XYZ. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the nigga gotta step up and
Okay,
be a
ma, give me
father
a second,
regardless of how he
please.
feel. Well, go ahead. You gotta get off and talk to your mom. She probably want to talk to you.
Okay.
You say, girl, shut up. Let Lisa talk. Let Lisa talk. Mind your fucking business, honey.
Huh? Yeah, you want me to talk right now? Okay. This is just
But
a
I just feel like just keep your head up regardless of what, and just never give up. I
and
get,
don't.
I get,
How do you do it with hate comments, Rocky?
I just ignore bitches because they don't know you,
Yeah,
and nobody gonna run into you and say it to your face. So it's like,
clock it.
and people gonna do that. People do this to Beyonce, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj. The biggest fucking names in the world get the hate. Like I would pay it dust. Keep a
Mm-hmm.
smile on your face. Keep your heart pure. You know what I'm saying? You know, try to build a relationship with your little sister that you just met and see if y'all can work it out.
Mm-hmm. Great advice, Rocky. You got some music coming out?
Yeah, real soon, couple weeks, I'm dropping. But I've been doing TV. I got TV shows coming out and stuff.
I saw the show
And
with you
working
and
on the book.
yeah, I saw the show with you and Deb. I watched it. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? When you was on there and you was like, you tell us to get on here and be ourselves, and you was crying, I really felt that. Cause I'm like,
I was
wow.
so pissed off. When I get so mad and I can't punch nobody, it'll bring a tear to my eye. But that come from hurt and shit like that, lashing out, stuff like that.
Yup.
That's how you just gotta learn to remain calm.
Yeah.
I'm learning that. Just remain calm and stay to yourself, and
Remain calm.
you shouldn't have to explain to nobody to yourself. Stay in what you do. You don't make no mistakes, even if you made a mistake. Oh well, it's a life that you have to live and keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Clock that T. Oh well, thank you, Rocky, for the advice.
Yeah, my girl.
I'm a definitely.
It was nice talking to you.
You too.
And I hope you figure it out.
Rocky,
you know?
follow me back, Rocky.
All right, I got you, my girl.
Bye, Rocky.
All right, girl.
Okay, so you obviously see the girl is hurt. Past this conversation, she's been arguing with family members. She's been crashing out on social media. She been wilding. Her emotions are like a roller coaster with everyone she comes in contact with. This girl is a piece of work, but you see her temperament in the conversation with the Rocky girl in comparison to that first video we seen, this video over here. She needs help. And I'm not saying that in a degrading way, I'm just keeping it G. She needs help. She needs a father. In the way that he says he's there for other kids, she needs him more than anything to be there for her. I know she's 22 years old, but that's still his daughter, dog. That's still his baby. The firstborn from what I'm hearing. Hopefully, she don't keep going back and forth, because even past this point, after saying that she wants to have the conversation, she still has going back and saying, I don't want to talk. But knowing her, she's going to flip again. Because she wants to have the conversation, and she truthfully wants to have the conversation. And yes, there is a huge portion of her that wants the attention too. A huge portion. We're not gonna skip over that, because I've seen that for sure. Oh, she wants his attention. She wants this attention. She wants to do interviews for money. She wants everything that comes with fame. She looks at herself as an influencer and a content creator. She wants that attention. Now, that's on us to talk shit about it if we want to talk shit about it, because she is a grown woman, but that's not on Dr. Umar to talk shit about his own daughter. He should be doing his best to protect her, because he is her father, not the person that wants to go ahead and create more smoke for her, you know. But nevertheless, like Rocky alluded to, these are two people that are both hurt by what happened online, and what we seen initially was a response to that. But Umar trying, I guess, once again to read this conversation. Although I'm very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all the truth from us together. We have much to discuss, and I look forward to building a relationship that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So Umar wants to talk. I hope she calms down and just have that conversation with your father, and y'all could build on that, because she has some flaws too. And let's keep it G, bro. On some selfish shit, on some very, very, very selfish shit, dealing with other kids and their issues and sending them away with their parents, that's much different than having to really focus on one child. And Umar, you got a lot of work ahead of you, my boy. Get to it. Forget the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Forget that. Forget FDMG. Anissa. That's your project you need to work on. That's the one that's going to impress me. Fix this. You can fix this. Help her. Figure your situation out. Then you might really be fire at the job that you've been saying that you've been doing. This situation needs a lot of work. But hey man, let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.